What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with another video, and today I'm going to be creating a product page live. Not just any product page, a converting product page. I'm going to show you exactly how we build our product pages with my agency clients. This is obviously a proven method. Like, I've found hundreds of winners using what I'm about to show you in this video. So what I've done is I found this random product on Oberlo and AliExpress, and I'm going to import it, and I'm basically going to build a product page along with you. And you can take your product and kind of follow along with what I do. Hopefully this is valuable. I know a ton of people were asking me to do something like this, so that's the only reason I'm doing it. But yeah, this should be fun, so let's get right into it. Alright, so we have this product pulled up, which this is basically a dent puller. It's already a product that's out there and saturated. I don't recommend testing this exact one, or any for that matter. I'm just using this as an example. So you see that we have Oberlo pulled up, and I have a test store here that I'm going to be adding it to. So Oberlo is now pulled up, and I have this product here. So I do recommend using Oberlo if you can. It just makes the process like 1,000 times easier, at least for getting like the base of all the images and stuff put in the product page. So we're going to use it. So for the product title, ideally what I like to do is, come up with some sort of name. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do dent pull. So it's kind of like the brand name in a way. So it's going to be dent pull, dent puller. And you can even get fancy with it and add a little trademark logo to your product name. And obviously, if this is a product you're really testing, go on Google and make sure that it's not already a thing. Of course, you can choose a collection that you want it to go in. I'm going to put it in the tools category. None of that stuff really matters. So we're going to leave the description completely blank for now. That's something that I like to actually edit inside of Shopify, not Oberlo. Images is one other thing that we need to edit here. So we have to try and choose the images that we want on the actual product page. So of course this first one here is great. I would use this one, but this one is a before and after, and Facebook doesn't like those. This one's like a little tutorial image. I'll post that there. We'll put a few of the other ones where I can't really tell exactly what they are right now, but we'll verify that they're still good later. So once you do that, I'm just going to go ahead and import it to the store. So it says that it imported. I'm going to go over to products here, and yep, we can see it right here. So one thing to note is it says that we have inventory, which we don't want, but we'll change all the settings right now. So this is kind of like your basic product page editor inside of Shopify. Pretty easy to use. In terms of pricing the product, I think I'm just going to hit it with a $59.99. Not for any specific reason, just because this is a example price. So usually I'll set the compare at price as well, so it looks like the product is on sale. Cost per item, I'll just leave all that empty. Inventory managed by Shopify, and just turn off track quantity. So you don't want to run out of you don't want Shopify thinking that you've ran out of inventory mid-scale. So I recommend just turning off inventory tracking. Chances are, if you're drop shipping, inventory doesn't really matter that much. So I would just turn it off. Shipping weight, I would just leave all that blank. Does not have multiple things. So the basic settings here are done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to preview the page like without the description and all this, just to make sure that everything else is set up properly. I'm going to review the images to make sure that those look good. And then what we're going to do is work on the description and a little bit of a secret spice that I add to most of the product pages that I test on, which most people don't do, but I do it, and it's pretty cool. So you stick around for that. Alright, so I am on the product page now, and I'm just going to look over these images. You can see that we have a review app down here, and the only other app that I really recommend that you should 100% have is a currency converter, which ours right now is turned off, as you can see. But a little bit later we'll turn it on, and I'll show you the apps that I'm using as well. Okay, so I noticed that this image is pretty much just a duplicate of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the really long image right here. Just delete media. So now that we have this, I'm going to turn off the camera, type a description, and then after I'm done typing the description, I will show it to you and explain, the kind of criteria that I'm using when I'm typing this description, and it'll be replicatable, so you'll be able to do, follow the same exact structure for every single product that you run as well. Ready, and voila. So there is our product description. I just typed this out using a pretty simple structure. So essentially what it is, a sentence, 2-paragraph explaining what the product is, an added benefit, explaining what the package includes, and then a little welcome letter at the end. I'm not going to read it to you. You can pause the screen and read it, hopefully. I'll read a little bit. Essentially, all that I said was this allows you to pull dings and dents out of your car. I said it was, a solid and stable design. I added a little thing here that says this fine tool can repair dents up to 0.5 inches in diameter, which honestly, I just pulled out of my ass. I have no idea how big of dents this thing can pull. I don't recommend you pulling things out of your ass. I literally just did that because I was trying to get this description typed fast. What I would recommend doing is going on Google or reaching out to the supplier and figuring that out. But it's cool to add in like little details like that other people in this space are not even going to think to add. Just keep that in mind. The more information that's on the page, the easier it is for some people to make a decision. So I try to, put all the concerns and all the people's objections in the description, and basically handle their objections in the description. Below that, I said the package includes 1 dent remover, 1 bottle, 1 glue scraper, 10 tips. And you can see that I had a little bit of fun with the branding. I added the trademark logo, 10x dent pull tips, 4 glue sticks each, and then I said each stick lasts up to 10 dent pulls. So you can see I kind of had fun with it. Like you can try to make your audience smile by kind of adding in little I don't even know what you would call them, little phrases like this thing is named the dent pull dent remover. So calling a dent pull is kind of like a funny way to push that branding aspect of it and make it seem more legit. And then on the bottom here, I don't usually do this on everything, but I just said we're excited to bring this product to you. We truly hope it removes that dent that's been staring at you every time you get out of your car. So that's kind of just like pushing, nudging a little pain point that they might have, because obviously the people that are buying this probably have a dent on their car that just literally just stares at them every time they look at their car, and they're like, I should probably fix that. So we're calling out a little pain point there, so anybody that does read that is going to be like, haha, they understand, they understand the issue that I'm going through, and we have the exact solution for them. So I think this description is really good. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of that secret sauce that I was talking about earlier, and I'll show you how to do that now. So assuming that you already have a video, usually you get your video ads from viral ecom ads, or you can edit them yourself. I'm not going to do that because obviously this is just an example for the video, but what I did do is I found this video on an AliExpress page from a different supplier that I can use. So like I said, you're going to want to use your actual ad video that you're running on Facebook or wherever you're running it to do this. But for this specific example, I'm just going to use this. So what you want to do once you have your video is you want to go to a website called Giphy. And Giphy is basically a website that allows you to make GIFs. I actually haven't made one of these in a while, but you want to click create. And then once you have that, you're going to want to create a GIF. So once you upload your video, you're going to be prompted to this page. And this is essentially going to allow you to create a GIF. So what a GIF is, it's just a moving image essentially. So you can take your video and choose a start time. So in this video you can see that it kind of shows how the product is working. So I'm going to try to find probably the best example, which I think is starting here. So I'll start it here, and let's see how long we need to make the duration for. So I want to make the duration a little bit longer than that, probably to about here. So this is our GIF. You can see it on the screen. Pretty good. It just shows the guy, twisting it on and then squeezing it and showing how it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue. I wouldn't decorate it at all. If you did have a logo, which I haven't done yet, you can pop it on here. But you know, it's probably going to be your ad video, so it's probably already going to have your logo on it. It's probably going to have text on it as well. So that's the easiest way to do it. So you just got to upload this. So once you get to this page, all you got to do is just go right click the GIF right here, save image as, and you will be able to see that right here it says GIF image. That means it worked, and it'll probably say Giphy here, that's fine. Or you can name it whatever you want to do. So now that we have that here, we're going to go over to our product description right here, and I like to put it right in the middle between the first sentence and the actual paragraphs. What we want to do is we want to click the image, insert image right here. I'll say uploaded images. Let me upload this file. Click the Giphy file. Let's do like a medium size. So I'm going to go ahead and save that and make sure that it followed over to the product page, okay? Yep, and you can see that now on the product page, you have a GIF here. Now the reason I like doing this is because while they're reading the description, they can kind of see what you're talking about, right? Like they can see how it has a solid and stable design. They can see how it works. This kind of just like enforces your description, you know, and you can put multiple GIFs as well. I'm just going to do one for this example, but you can put GIFs, images, you can even put a video down here if you really want, but I think that that's a little bit distracting. I think that just a GIF showing, you know, one of its features or whatever is fine enough. If you put a video down there, you could just distract them and they'll just start watching the video and then get bored and leave. That's a little bit of like a secret sauce that I have all my clients do that actually works really, really well. So one thing that I do want to show you is creating the logo for the product is totally unnecessary and you don't need to do it. But for this video, I'm going to do it just to kind of show you, you know, it kind of takes your product page to that next level. Like it kind of adds the next level of like authenticity, I guess you could call it, to your product page. And most of my clients don't do this. Like it takes a lot of extra time and it's not something that we do for them. So but I would recommend it. Like if you have the time and the effort and the know-how, I would recommend doing this. You know, putting the name with the TM and putting the logo on the product images does help a lot. So the best way to do this is just look up paint.net download. This is like kind of what I use. You can also use Canva. Like if you use Canva, I'm not a big Canva guy, but I would just go to download. There we go. Alright, so you could just follow exactly what I did. I don't have it on this computer, I have it on my other computer. This is kind of like my filming computer, but I'm going to let this download and then I'll kind of show you how to use it and how easy it is to make like a quick logo for a product, and then how easy it is to put that logo onto your product images. Alright, so this is paint.net. This is what it looks like. So you have these basic tools. It's really simple to use. You can mess around with it on your own time. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to type out the product name here. We can change the font. I'm going to make it really, really big because we want, you know, this is just a logo. So next I'm going to change the font. Let's choose like, I don't know, yeah, some cool font like that. That works. And you see how our buttons are blue? So I'm going to stick with that blue theme. And actually what I'm going to do is take a screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot of this buy button, and then I'm going to color pick that exact color just to make sure that it matches the color exactly. So what we can do is take this, open with paint.net, and it'll pull it up right here. And you can click this little color picker right here. I'm going to click that and that'll put the color on my cue. So I can go ahead and click the paint bucket and I'll just click each letter here. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good, making the thing blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a layer here. I'm going to choose, let's see, what can I choose? Let's do this one. Just going to put this like this and go to, so So yeah, this is essentially the logo done, right? Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like this is not the logo for your store. This is just a logo for an individual product. So what I'm going to do now is select probably about this much of an area, and then if you come up here, you can crop to selection, click this magic wand tool, and you can select all of the white areas here. I actually have to merge these layers, so I'm going to merge layer down, and then use the magic wand to kind of click the white areas so that we can have a transparent background on this logo, which is going to help when we go and throw it on the product images. And I'm just going to click cut, and that is essentially going to give us a transparent background. And then I'm going to do save as, pull up the file that I have here. I'm just going to say product logo, save it as a PNG. Make sure it's PNG and not JPEG, because PNG has the transparent background. And once you have that, then you're done there. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to click, let's see if I can download these somehow. And what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to take this guy and we're going to cut that, and then we're going to use the paint bucket, paint that white. All we have to do now is get this logo and essentially just copy and paste it inside of paint.net, add a new layer, paste it, keep canvas size, hold shift, and resize it so we can kind of put it right here. So now that image has the logo, and we're going to do the same exact thing for this one. So this one has a weird background, so I just added a white background behind it, so that was easy enough. And let's see how it looks. Cool, so now we have the actual Dentpole logo on here, and we have the Dentpole in the product title. You can see how much better this looks now that it has the logo. Like I said, it's like a little thing that you don't have to do, but you could, and it does help, I believe, actually get people to believe that it's legit and it's good. It shows that you have a little bit of care for your products, I think, as well, that you're putting in this extra bit of effort. And even if you really want to, just come here and put the logo in your description as well. So there we go. I'd probably make it a little bit smaller. But essentially, now what we have is almost a finished product page. So the only thing that I would do differently right now is the currency converter, but we'll get into that right now. So essentially, we have the logo here, we have the TM in the name, which again, you don't need that stuff. We have a good description with a GIF. So this product page is almost done. All that I'm going to do now is show you the apps that we're actually using. Obviously Oberlo, we have Luke's, which there's another app called A Reviews, which we also use. I honestly like that one better just because you can import reviews from Amazon as well. And currency swap. So the only thing with the currency swap is you have to go to the settings and click enable, and I would recommend keep original prices, but you can mess with the settings and figure out what you like most. And once you click save on that, your product page will be completely done, and you just got to add reviews. So obviously adding reviews, I don't need to do that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Follow whatever instructions and whatever app you decide to get. So this is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching me build this product page. I think it came out really, really good, especially with coming up with the branded product name for it. And there's a lot that you can do and a lot that you can take away from this video and kind of do your own thing and maybe take some of the things that I do and mix it with the things that you do. So this was pretty fun for me. Creating a product page like this is always a little bit tricky, especially if you haven't done it in a while, but well worth it. This came out really, really good. It matches the website. It looks very official. We handled a ton of objections in the actual description itself. We have a good GIF there, which hopefully your GIF looks better than this because you'll probably have an actual ad made for it. And of course, have 20 or more reviews, at least try to. If there's not enough reviews out there, then that's fine. doesn't matter too much. But yeah, this is like a good example of what a really good product page looks like in the apps that we use. Alright guys, I am really happy with the way that that description came out. I think it came out looking really good, and if you did this much effort into every single product that you test, eventually you're gonna find a winner, and when you do, it's, you know, it's something to be proud of, right? Like, it's not just like you whip something together and got a winner, yippity yay. It's something that you actually put effort into, and it looks really solid, and you know, people are trusting you, and you have the opportunity to show them what a good company can do. So I hope that this was really valuable to you. If you are one of the guys that recommended me to make this video, thank you. I love your video recommendations, and I do take action on them actually. My last 3 or 4 videos were actually recommendations from you guys. So you help me get better, you help my videos get better, and you guys help provide value to each other, which I think is really good. So if you have something to say, video recommendation, advice, extra tips, maybe something that I forgot to mention in this video that's important with building product pages, leave them in the comments, because not only do you help other people that are reading the comments, but you also help me sometimes. So I'd like to say thanks for that. If you like this video, leave a like, of course. And this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.